Hello, Pisces. This is Julie with Into Heart Space, and we are looking at love for you in July of 2018. So, Pisces, what's going on? Let's see. Energy-wise, eclipse, big. All right, so in the tarot, the moon is representative of Pisces. So this, I always think with that, Pisces eclipses really affect you. Eclipses, I mean, they naturally are going to affect you because you're a water sign, and the moon is in control of the tides, of water. So you are part of that. Now, here's the thing with this eclipse. I feel like you're actually on the outskirts of it, watching what's happening. You're watching all of the different signs, kind of explode, like fireworks on the 4th of July. So Pisces, you're sitting there going, okay, all right, so that's what you're doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you called that person up. Yeah, that makes sense. But it's not necessarily pummeling you down like it is the other signs. So, have some grace to that, Pisces, so that, as we watch you kind of sit on the hill and watch the mayhem below. Okay, so let's start with the singles and we'll go into the couples. So singles, calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What messages for my Pisces singles do we have? Pisces singles. And they said, don't pull a lot of cards. There's messages within the few. So, okay, so this is Temperance, reversed, and the Chariot, then 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Swords reversed, and then the King of Swords reversed. Alright, so King of Pentacles and King of Swords, both in the reverse. So this one is an earth sign. Earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and then we have air signs, and that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So with these two here, it's and then the 3 of Swords reversed. So I don't think necessarily you're going to be calling any of your exes or dealing with any of your ex situations, because you don't have to, because they're coming straight to you. As these two people are coming back to say, you know what, I'm sorry, I messed up, I apologize, I always thought that you and I would end up together. You are my true love, you are my life, you are my world, you always have been, even though I wasn't there for you for the last 20 years. And you're just going to, once again, just remember to sit up on your hill and watch them as they're kind of yelling up at you and saying, thanks, but no thanks. I am letting this wound heal and move on, because my happiness and my life are no longer with you. I'm above you now, and I'm working on getting myself in balance and working on getting myself where I want to be, and you are not going to drag me down at this point. So if you have some people come back from the cobwebs in your closets, dust it off, clean it off, and then move on. Take it and leave it. Because I love that the Chariot and the 10 of Pentacles are right up there. And then we have Temperance, that is in the reverse, but it's really saying you're on the right path. You just have to make the choice to choose you and to choose what's right, and no longer choose this heartache and this pain that has already been inflicted and you've already started to heal from, and not to revisit it and go back to it. And I feel like especially the air sign is going to say, hey, let's go get a drink. Come on, let's go get a drink. And you try to break down your barriers in a way, and say, let's just talk over dinner. and, you know, buys 3 bottles of wine kind of thing in hopes that you will break down and come back. So stay strong, Pisces. They know your weaknesses. They know how to break you down, and understand that they know how to break you down, and they're going to try. But I think you're in a good space, and I think you're in you're in capable hands of yourself. So prove to them, prove to yourself more so, that you don't need that kind of energy around you, and that you can thrive and succeed without them. Because with this Chariot and the 10 of Pentacles showing up, man, there's a possible water sign, another water sign that really is waiting for you. And you can't see them until you break free. Oh, whew, a couple cards just popped. Let's see. So I'm just going to put them all out. Yeah. I have Inner Child, the Mystic, and Dreams. Okay, so with this, absolutely listen to that little voice within you, because the inner child is going to be kind of scared of these 2 people who show up. And if you have like this like guttural fear, that's yourself warning you. All right, your dreams can happen. Your dreams are right there, and you have the possibility to make them happen. But you have to show through listening to your intuition and listening to your third eye that that you are worthy of the dreams you have. And how you are worthy of the dreams you have is by going for them and not settling for this energy of the past. So go forward, Pisces. Woo! All right. Sit on your hill. Somebody will come. You know what? This is a thing. Is your partner will come up the hill. They won't expect you to come down to them. Okay? All right, so let's move on to couples. Hello, Pisces couples. This is Julie within the Heart Space, and we are looking at love for you in 2018 2018, July of 2018. Getting all tongue-tied. Okay. So pay attention to the beginning of the video too. I talk a little bit about just Pisces in general, so it might hit you and strike a chord. But let's get into your love reading for July 2018. Calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading. Calling in the divine. What messages for the Pisces couples? What are the messages? What guidance do we have for Pisces couples? And so this is for couples who have at least one Pisces who has a sun, rising, or moon in Pisces. Man, I just get this feeling you guys are doing good. You guys are solid, Pisces couples, which is great because there's been a lot of turmoil in a lot of the signs. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Yep, 5 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and 3 of Cups. All right, of course, it can't just be 100%, you know, butterflies and Cupid arrows flinging. But we do have a new beginning happening within you guys and within the relationship. And for those of you who, and my guides are saying this very strongly, Pisces, is for those of you who've been trying to have a baby, you're going to finally get pregnant. And it's been a struggle for you. It's been tough, and you've been through a lot of different ways of trying to get pregnant, and finally it's coming together, and you're going to have reason to celebrate. And with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, you know, this message, like, that can be a message, and it's a message often that, like, is a little sobering. So, you know, like, I have a feeling that if you find out you're pregnant, there might be some issues that go around it. Not saying that it's bad, because we don't have any cards here that are like negative, bad, obsession, darkness. But we do have like complications, so that you're pregnant, but you're probably gonna have to go on bed rest, or you have to get a test, or we just need to make sure this is good, or you have to get monitored longer, you know, or you just get really, really sick. So it's not, it's a really overarching positive, but the fight is not over, okay? Now, those of you who are not trying to get pregnant, it's something that you are trying to birth together. It's a new project, or maybe it could be a new home, or an adoption. And so it's like you're going to get it. You're going to get it, and you get to start this new chapter of your life, but it's through work. It's through a lot of work, being really diligent and paying attention to all of the details, because that's why it's taken so long, is like because you forgot to fill out this one piece of paper, or because you didn't turn it in on the deadline, but you didn't know there was a deadline. But in the end, it's going to be, you get to celebrate, but you're going to go through a lot of obstacles to get there. I love seeing the Seven of Swords in reverse, because that's just telling me that you have to pay attention to the details, that you have to pay attention, but you're capable of doing it. And in a way, that's where you need to be a little bit obsessive, is like double check, triple check, quadruple check, just to make sure that it's exactly what you need to do. And even if it seems a little obsessive, you still should do that, okay? Because that's part of it. That's part of it. That's why the fight and the Page of Pentacles is like, nope, you didn't. I said you needed to pay $224, and you only paid $223.99, you know? You're like, what? A penny? Really? Really? You know? So those are the situations that are going to come up. But know that in the end, you will get what you wanted, and you will start that chapter, which is really, really exciting. Okay. Message from afar. So for some reason during these readings, my guides are like, just read from it. I'm like, oh, but I want to talk about it. Like telling me to shut my face. And just, I guess I need to listen too. All right, so in the book it says, message from afar. Have the courage to live your dream. Let all unfold from within your soul. Listen to your inner voice. Be yourself. Do what your heart asks of you. Live, speak, and breathe your truth. Every situation you find yourself in is here to help you grow in love and wisdom. Always make the most of life. Focus on what you have, not on what you don't. Be grateful. Show compassion for those less fortunate than you. Smile more often. Dance when no one is watching. Think about your eternal soul. Can we do any more platitudes? Think about eternity. Think about heaven. Remember to smell the roses, to look up at the sky, to feel the earth beneath you, and the endless universe that surrounds you, and the stars above you. Feel the breeze, the trees, and the love that fills and surrounds you. You are loved unconditionally. No matter what. Think about 1,000 years from now and 1,000,000 years from now. All right, so this has a lot of layers to it. What I just read is like they want you to hear those words because you need to be inspired. You need to feel confident because you're amazing, Pisces. You've got it, and you're going to get there. It's just, like I said, there's going to be some hurdles. But it's also the feeling of platitudes, of like, I've heard it before. I've heard it all before. I know. Dance when nobody's watching. But there is some truth in that, okay? There's truth in all of those platitudes. And so you have to take the grains and the kernels of that truth, put them all together, and then, excuse my language, but make shit happen. If you want to get that adoption, if you want to get that house, if you want to, have that baby, start that new job together, get your shit together and make it happen. Because you have the possibility, and not even the possibility, you are meant to have this new phase of your life. It is going to shift your life in so many different ways. But you gotta work for it, okay? Remember, listen to your heart and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.